Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Now, as it turns out, Oklahoma City's satanic statue is just about done. I'll post a link for the story in the description box below. Now, for those of you who don't know, some Christians and or Catholic types, whatever you want to call them, decided, hold on, I gotta fart. Just thought I'd share that. Excuse me. Anyway, these Christian Catholic types wanted to put the Ten Commandments up on state grounds in Oklahoma City. And people there said, well, that's fine as long as you fund it by your religious group, and it's not coming out of state's pocket, yada yada yada. So basically raise the money for your own shit, basically. Alright, so then yeah, you know. So they did, and they posted their Ten Commandments. And the Church of Satan was like, well, if they can do that, so can we. And technically they say it doesn't matter what religion it is, that you can't do that. And the months that the story was airing, it caused such chaos amongst the media and frenzy, and everyone's just making a huge ass stink about it, like that fart I just made, and yeah, that smelled too pretty, but anyway, you get what I'm saying, though? Anyway, the statue's done. It looks cool, I think. And, you know what? It'd be cool to see that right next to the Ten Commandments, you know. And the hypocrisy of it is that they had the hugest fit when the Satanists wanted to do this statue of their own in the state grounds of Oklahoma, the Capitol grounds, you know, and the court grounds, wherever they're placing it. And, they're like, oh, it's evil, nah, 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 nah. It's like, wait a second. So then why did you want the Ten Commandments thing in the first place? Was it to show people from the outside world that, hold that thought, I just knocked over something. Well, Allen wrench, it was some kind of key of sorts, one of these, I don't know what the fuck, it's from my gun, my CO2 gun. Anyway, they made the biggest stink about it, you know, being as far as, because they didn't agree with what they believed in, okay? Well, you'll believe in it, but it's in your Bible. That's just the thing, you know. And the hypocrisy of it is just, oh. So it's like, wait a second. So I think every religion should contribute a statue, have it, you know, along a huge circle surrounding Capitol building. That way, everyone, you know what I'm saying? Because it shows that there is a thing in our country called freedom of religion. It's in the Constitution. Ironically, it was drafted on hemp paper, but you know, whole different ballgame right there. And the months after that, these people trying to talk about witchcraft and shit on the videos I've seen that people do, the politicians and whatnot, or the people in the news talking like they knew what it was about, you know. I find this extremely arrogant of them. You know, some of them were actually pastors going on after the statue was supposed to be going to state grounds anyway and saying, oh, it's this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And they know nothing about it. They're just going off what they were taught, you know. And that's the thing is they don't practice that religious, they don't practice that religious pathway, so they know nothing about it, therefore they shouldn't talk about it. Just like, you know, I can sit there and say, I don't like people who worship Jesus, the ones that are in your face about it, you know, but I know nothing of their belief system, so I'm not going to go off on a tangent and act like I know everything about it when I know nothing about it, because I choose not to follow that path, okay? And that's what makes me better than these Jesus freaks out there you see that shove it in your face, is I don't go around, you know, to people shoving my spirituality in their face with it, you know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, I'm spiritual, you want to learn more about it, you know, blah, 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 you know. No, just unnecessary. Because I guarantee they wouldn't like it. They'd be like, what are you doing? I don't believe in this. This is not my religious belief. They're like, well, it doesn't feel so good when it's being shoved in your throat. Now, does it? No, you know. And actually, this has happened to all of us at one point or another. We don't even go to church, and yet some freak will come up to us and be like, would you like to hear about Jesus today? I'll be like, no, but I heard he's a cunt, so, just what I heard. And you'd be like, you probably get offended by that. I just laugh and be like, yeah, whatever, you know. if I ever get my concerts going, and I'll have my 5th album t-shirts for sale, as well as this other shirt I want to do. It says "Got Grapefruit" across the. And it's got a picture of a cut open grapefruit and cut it in halves on the bottom. Oh man, that'd be some funny shit. People be going, "I don't get it. What's so funny?" I'm like, so you gotta know the band's story to get it. That's funny shit right there. I tell you what. Juicy. And I saw this video that portrays to this whole point, I should say, is some people just think all religion is stupid. They believe in nothing. That's just some people's belief. They say, "What do you believe in?" "Well, I believe in nothing." I'm like, "I still believe in something," because you use the word belief in your sentence. Then putting that annoyance out to them, they'd be like, "It's not a religion. It's not. You're not believing in religion." Okay, whatever, dude. Anyway, we go to YouTube here, and it's one of those political cartoons of sorts. Let's see, what's it called? R-I-G-I, what's it? R-L-I-G-I-O-N, Religion for Dummies, I think is what it's called. No. The whole point being with this is that if you actually do your research into other religions, you will find that each one offers some sort of pathway to enlightenment in its own special way, just to basically sum it up. Now, for some people, that enlightenment may be going to church every Sunday, getting up real fucking early in the morning, to go read a page from the book you've been reading your entire fucking life, to sing maybe 20 songs, the same 20 songs you're probably going to sing the rest of your life, and being comfortable with that, versus some people who fast, and you actually take a look at these and you go, well, for each person, their spiritual path to enlightenment is different, So you must understand why I see it extremely hypocritical when Christians will sit there and say, "Love thy neighbor," and da-da-da-da-da, but then someone says they're atheists, or Buddhists, they're Satanists, they're Luciferian, they're Wiccan, they're this or that, anything but Christian, and they go apeshit about it, like, "You shall go to church and repent for your sins and you burn in hell." Now, here's the thing. I have a mixed view when it comes to church. One, because my psychotic cunt of a real mother had family members who were very extremist in your face about it, and it rubbed off on her, and as a result, she's like that, So I hated having custody battle when my mom and dad divorced, and going to church with her and on Sunday. It's just not fun. Okay, not fun. Oh, I hated it. Okay, but then, my stepmom will go to church with her family. Hey, it's a much more positive, more welcoming experience, And if you think about this logically for a second, YouTube, if you're a Christian, you want to get people to come to your church and see what it's all about, shoving it in their face is certainly not the way to do it, It goes back to the whole love thy neighbor thing. Let them come to your church, you know what I'm saying? For real, though. I've had some annoying experiences with the religious folks in the last couple of months, and yeah. And the thing of it is, too, is they'll sit there and say, "Oh, Satanists are evil." It's like, really? Why is that? "Well, gee, I don't know, because people are probably claiming the love for Satan and they murder people and they get caught there on the news and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, oh, in that case, Satanists get a bad name. I see how it is. Okay. In that same aspect, it's kind of like when you get the assholes at the Westboro Baptist Church, and it's like, oh, look at that, now the Jesus freaks are getting a bad name, too. Shit happens, man. But it's this cartoon I saw a while back, and this guy's going through a bunch of these religions, and here's one that's quite funny. This is by a YouTuber, and the title of the video is "Why I Hate Religion But Love Jesus." Okay, see, that's the hypocrisy of it right there. Okay, I'm not even going to bother watching it because it's just... They'd be like saying, "Why I hate vegetables but love eating broccoli." You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at it like that as, and it's just... Okay, is this the video I'm looking for?
Because I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion.
It ain't comedians who are like that. It's a very old and very famous comedian. No, it's not the one I'm looking for. Well, it's this cartoon I saw, and this guy's going through, and he's saying all religions are stupid and bullshit, and there's a thing called spiritual, and this is maybe my history. Actually, I could probably check. Possibility. And it's looking like it is not. That's quite alright. Well, I look at this cartoon and I go, well, he thinks all religion is bullshit. It's, it was basically saying what that old-time comedian was saying, and, I go, you know what, you may not believe in anything, but the truth of it is, when it comes down to it, religion, in a sense, gives people a place to belong, a sense to gather and communicate with one another who think the same, in a likable manner. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it comes down to. Okay. That's just the biggest issue right now. Is if you got a Satanist who just likes Christians because Christians just like Satanists, and it just goes back and forth. Okay. You're gonna disagree on viewpoints, obviously. Fair enough. But when it comes down to it, it's sort of the same thing. You get your Satanists gather together in the little covens, if you will, and discuss matters of their religion. And then you get the churchgoers who go to church every Sunday and gather and discuss matters of their religion. And you go, oh, okay, you start looking at it like that, and you go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So, to each his or her own, really, is the way I like to look at that. Now, there are some cases when you get these religions that are just so over the top and fucked up crazy that obviously they shouldn't be allowed, because there is that line, if your religion involves sacrificing dead babies and shit like that, then no, you don't want to practice it. Obviously, you shouldn't be allowed to, because that's just wrong. However, okay, you get these people who sit there and say, oh, Satanists make animal sacrifices. They do, but they don't waste the animal. They eat it, or and use the bones in the next ritual or whatever. Simple shit like that, And you get mad at us for it. It's like, well, wait a second. I do recall that's how hamburgers are made. You slaughter cows, chop their corpse up, and grind them up into beef so we can consume them. And yet you look at it from our angle and going, well, that's just weird. Really? Now, again, some people look at it and go, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Some people are going to sit there and, bitch and banter and say that's not right. And I go, well, that's looking at it from an open-minded perspective of religion in general. It doesn't matter what religion it really is. Just drop my fucking cigarette. Well, it's a damn good thing it wasn't lit. Could be worse, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, if you're gonna do that kind of singing and you smoke, understandable, nicotine fits, menthols will save your voice. Okay, it's like sucking on a menthol contract. Every singer will tell you that. And it really doesn't matter whether you think it's bullshit or not, okay, but to a degree, every religion will offer that sense of enlightenment, as they call it. Hold that thought. I just remember I gotta plug in my goddamn shaver. Charge it. The fucking battery's up. Fuck. There it is. Alright. Alright, 1 second. 1 second. Oh yeah. This is how I shave my face. So much easier than shaving cream. And a lot less messy, you know. It's just, the only downside is if it starts to run low, you gotta, charge it up. It's, but anything in life is a plus and a negative. And the simplest way to describe that, you two, is ice. It keeps your drink cold, that's your plus. But your negative is, it melts and makes your soda taste watery. I mean, some people like it and drink it anyway, but you get what I'm saying. And I don't, me, I would have been like, okay, now, and people threatening to sue people over this. It just got to be one of those things, man. If you follow the stories that were covered on it, it's just, the irony was great. And so, yeah, I'm glad they're allowed to put that statue up, because it shows that people that we're not going to be intolerant of other people's beliefs and, acknowledge that there are other pathways besides Christianity, just like there are other pathways besides Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus, Christians, bullshit, just religion. It is what it is, something like that. There's many pathways to choose from, and you watch episode Metalocalypse. William Murderface almost gets into a horrendous bike accident, survives, and decides he wants to try religion. It's a very funny episode of Metalocalypse. Yeah, baby! People are like, what's your secret to singing like that? Copious amounts of masturbation and a prosthetic leg. I'm actually doing it right now. Or prosthetic arm. I'm actually doing it right now. That's good shit. Some goth kid in his room. It's not some goth young man in his apartment. Good shit, good shit. The sense of humor, man, it's just, it's good shit. I remember, visiting my family once in a while is weird. Especially this one time, me and my sister got into a musical debate. Why the fuck? I don't know. But she starts going off about One Direction, how they're the most amazing band in the world, and I'm like, no, Cradle of Filth's where it's at. And I'm trying to explain to her that you wouldn't have bands like that, because that band's a lot older, and it's been on the rock scene a lot longer, and is a lot better British band in my opinion anyway. Okay? And I stopped and thought about it, and I'm reflecting back to an interview where Danny Phil's like, yeah, Luna's into One Direction, and I'm just like, oh, the look on his face, and I'm like, like, and then that's the realization, and then I just said, you know what, we're going to just agree to disagree, and I dropped the argument right there, because I realized, okay, it's like religion, you're not going to convince another person that you're right and they're wrong, you see what I'm saying? Good shit. And the best way to support your music is to resist the urge to banter and bitch about the bands you don't like. And it's easier to sit there and name 10,000 things about why you hate so-and-so and how much they're a douchebag and yada, yada, yada. Okay? so-and-so doesn't care. They're rich, you're not. You see what I'm saying? You know, even the hate supports them. I get it, it's funny, you know, the hate's hilarious, but really, okay, it's still a form of supporting them. You see what I'm saying? So I've just decided to disassociate myself with any of that and just stick to supporting music I do like. And I've got to say, it's a nice change. It's a much healthier way to support music in general, you know. I think the same can be said for people who like the music you're not supporting, if you do agree with what I'm saying and are actually doing this. You know what I'm saying? You can bitch about One Direction, how much they suck, or you can say, you know what, I like AC/DC instead, so I'll listen to AC/DC and say, fuck One Direction. Just that simple. Okay? Just that simple. 'Cause I'm back in black. I'm having flashbacks to my last video where I actually made an attempt to learn AC/DC on guitar, which, you know, it's a simpler song with any guitars there, and it's like, okay, that's going to take some time to master. God damn it. But that's the fun of guitar the way I see it, you know. It gives you something creative to do with your time without, you know, getting in too much trouble. This is a noise complaint, you know. I haven't really gotten a noise complaint, and that's probably a good thing, because generally by 10 o'clock, if I want to play guitar, I don't have the amp on, or I play the acoustic. That's at night, you know. What time is it? 9:24. No. I haven't played the acoustic in a while. And acoustic guitar is really great for building finger strength, too, when it comes to sweep picking and arpeggios and all that fun shit, so, yeah. I also have the encyclopedia of 2,600 guitar chords that actually shows the tablature on the side, and next to it is a picture of how it's supposed to look. So that's just basic shit right there. That's how I'm learning guitar at the moment. You know, I've actually had some lessons from two really awesome guitar teachers. I just never had the patience to stick to the mistakes, and, you know, I get frustrated with the mistake. I say, fuck it, I start thinking around guitar and whatever else, and eventually I'll come back to it and learn it, you know. So I'm very easily distracted on guitar, as I'm more for usually. Let's see, so I'm probably moving the shotgun aside here, just like that. Stay, okay. Moving the staff, this staff next to it, and this other staff I made. Well, I made both those staffs. Right there, like that. Okay, no, this isn't, okay, no, we're gonna move these items over here where they're out of the way. 420 bucks for a shotgun, that still makes me laugh. Okay, move those out of the way so I can get the guitar to the case. Crunchiness. Oh, God damn it, I didn't do that. Ready. There we go. Oops. Damn it. That's life. Case in point, you know, force myself, you know, I wanted to learn the Halloween theme that every time Michael Myers enters the scene in the series, I'm like, alright, I figured it out on YouTube. I looked up on YouTube and, yeah. Bring it up here. it's playing a little faster than that. I'm damn sure of it, but I'm trying to rush through it and I'm making mistakes and so sometimes it's good to slow down the guitar and actually get a feel for it. I'd rather just rush through it. Oof, that was pretty high up on the scale there. I don't know if we can go any higher than that. Let's try it. Surprised how high you can go on that scale. Cool shit. Right there is where I messed up. There we go. That's how I didn't mess up. Nice clean scale there. Alright. Damn it. Normally I get home earlier, but I went out for coffee today, so and took Stephanie out to burgers and fries, so went to the hamburger stand. I'm not too picky when it comes to fast food, as long as it's, cooked right, not undercooked or overcooked or expired. I don't have a metronome, but I can use my foot and just kind of tap my foot on the ground as I'm doing it, same principle. There we go. It's a little faster there. It's a nice consistent speed. It's not. There we go. Okay, now let's go lower. See, as I'm going higher and higher up the neck, you know, this is great exercise for your fingers when it comes to playing guitar. Okay, now I got the top 6th string here. Let's see what we can do. Well, when you get up here, you really want to arch your hands, man. That's what I'm telling you right now, because you want your tips, like, you know, if you're going downhill like that, you're just gonna, you flatten your fingertips like that, you're gonna be muting strings you don't want to be playing. So. Okay, so we got a little ridge on the top. Now I want to do same exercise, just going up and down the guitar, taking it 3 at a time, and going up and down the neck. Not up and down this way, but up and down top to bottom. So. Just like that, okay? And it may not be very fast or fancy or flashy, however, okay, you start there, you build your technique. I know I'm on to talk, but, you know, occasionally it's good to get the acoustic out and work on stuff like that. Now, with an acoustic, that's a lot harder than an electric because you're not relying on distortion for one thing, and for another thing, you know, it's the strings are a lot harder to bend. There's a lot more tension on the strings. It's a more solid guitar. It's, you know, it's a different feeling when you're playing an acoustic versus an electric, and that's the way to. Still a guitar though. more speed into that. Oof. And it's just a little bit right here, I guarantee you right now. You know, your hands will get tired playing the guitar, that's where you want to push them and keep playing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. You know, I take one scale and see where else I can apply it. So. There's also the songs too, besides the scales, you know, scales and songs, scales and songs, scales and songs. Then over here, there's your Green Day. There's your 3 Days Grace. Could we play Crazy Train or not? It's Iron Man on the acoustic. Now normally they have the whammy bar and all that shit, but I think we can improvise. There we go. There we go. Okay, no, that's not. Is it? Possibly. Okay, no, it's the same note, but it needs to be half step for that. Yep, there's AC/DC on the acoustic. It is your Sabbath, Liberty Sabbath. And I have an app for this next one. Okay, we need, let's see, guitar tuner. Come on. There we go. Not open E this time. We need low C, I believe. No, we need drop or open C. Let's try that one. Yep, that's what we need. trying to play Amphetamine by Cradle of Filth and seeing how it sounded on an acoustic, and I remember and then but yeah, just a little bit of what I can do on guitar. Amphetamine is actually played in open C, as I've just demonstrated. So, yeah, that's just the thing though, is I get caught up in so many different songs. Like, I want to learn this song now, and then I go, fuck it, this song's pissing me off. I'll just think around a guitar and start learning another song. That song pisses me off. And, I shouldn't say it doesn't piss me off now, I'll just choose not to acknowledge the anger and just, you know what, say, fuck it, if it's difficult, you know, that's when I go back to my scales and whatever. And slowly but surely, you know, I get better at guitar. You know, no matter what comment gets thrown my way, if I don't like your comment, I'll just delete it and move on with my day. You know. I got 10 refussed about what some wanker said about me on YouTube. You know. So even though it was in open C, I still found for-release on it, you know. And that's one of the cool things I like about guitars. You can take any song like for-release and virtually apply anywhere on the neck on just about any tuning. So, well, anyway, YouTube, I've rambled on for almost an hour now, so thanks for watching this entire hour-long video, almost, if you have. And until then, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and thanks for watching. We'll see you all later.